welcome to another episode of Chasing 48. I appreciate you being here. I'm Zach Harley. This is a Ghost Runner media production, and got a lot to talk about. We're into week 2, week 3 into the baseball season, something like that, because we had a half week to start it all off. The Tribe 5-4, tied for first place with the Twinkies in the AL Central. Sounds good to me. Got a bunch to talk about here. Crazy game last night. Now I'm recording this on Tuesday, April 13th, and you might not listen to it until the 14th or 15th. So if I say yesterday, and I'm going to try to, say yesterday, Monday, but if I just say yesterday and keep going, I mean Monday, the 12th. All right. So yeah, big game yesterday against the White Sox. Kicked off a 4-game series against them. I think it's obviously, they've only had 3 series, and they've played 2 teams, the Tigers and Royals, but it's a huge series right now, in my opinion. I think baseball around the league has been exciting. There's been a lot of thrilling moments, a lot of walk-offs, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to start off a season the right way, this is your first real series, the Cleveland Indians, to do some damage, especially in those AL Central standings. So they sit at 5-4, first place, tied with the Twinkies. They lose last night to the White Sox, 4-3, crazy ninth inning. But before I get to that, I feel like I just have to address it, and I'm not going to go on long because I don't think I'm the one personally that is qualified to talk about this, or maybe I am. I don't know, but I feel like I have to bring it up because it's disgusting. It's gross. It really is. I don't know if you've seen it, or if you didn't watch the game last night on Monday. Yu Chang in the 9th inning, double play ball. Class A was on the mound. He got a double play ball, and it would have ended the inning, and the Indians and the White Sox would have went to extras. But instead, Yu Chang makes a throw, and I'll break that throw down in a second. But he makes a throw. It hits the runner's helmet. The guy on first going to second hits his helmet, bounces all the way into left field, and the White Sox score and walk off the game. And so I don't know if you saw it or you've seen it, but so Yu Chang posted on Instagram. A bunch of people have been messaging him, and they are not uplifting messages. I don't want to. Yeah, you can probably get the picture. Knowing how terrible people are on the internet, and then how freely they feel to talk to random people on the internet. So you can just imagine the words and phrases that people sent to Yu Chang. And if you really want to know, because I'm not going to repeat them, it's on his Instagram. People have posted it, so if you just type in Yu Chang on Twitter, it'll come up. But can we stop? Can we put messaging people, messaging professional athletes? Can we stop messaging them after games? Stop. Unless you want to write like, oh, okay, get them next time, whoever. But you're not going to do that, and they're just going to scoff and be annoyed at it anyways. So just stop messaging them, because I don't need to wake up, and I can't imagine what Yu Chang feels, but it's not even connected to me. I'm not Asian. I'm not any of that. So I can't imagine how it feels for Yu Chang to wake up, go on Instagram after he had the worst play of his career so far in the bigs, in a big crucial game, in a big crucial spot. He screws up. He wakes up and turns on Instagram, which we all do every single morning. We all turn on Instagram, and it's just message after message. People just belittling him, going off, swearing at him, using racist terms at him, to him, in his direct messages. These aren't just comments, they're messages to him. And they're racist, and they're filled with hate over a stupid April baseball game. Actually, forget that I just said April. Over a baseball game. It's a baseball game. No one deserves hate ever for what they did in a baseball game, let alone messaging them just the most racist and vile and disgusting words and messages. Yu Chang, he says, I accept all comments. Everyone has their freedom of speech. But, and then he goes into caps, these racist comments are not necessary. Yeah, of course they're not, because you don't need to do that. You don't need, what do you get out of it? So you get on your phone and you're like, oh, you stupid, you suck, and then what? Are you throwing a party for it? Like, yeah, DM that guy. DM that ball player. He'll never get back to me. He actually hates me now. I'm pumped. I'm going to celebrate because does that make your day? Like, what do you get out of it? Enough. Enough is enough. All right? No need for any of this shit. Stop Asian hate, period. And you especially don't have to DM them your hate towards them. It's repulsive. It's dumb. People's true colors fly off. I won't name the message, but you know what I will do? Nick DiFilippo. He was one of them. And other people don't have real names. But, yeah, so I'll throw out that guy because that's a guy that messaged Yu Chang. And props to Yu Chang for putting it on Instagram because a lot of people mark out the name. So I'm glad he kept them so they can get roasted and attacked as they should on Instagram. All right, now to the actual game. I felt like I had to address that. I don't know if I'm the right person to, but I felt like I had to because it's a podcast about the Indians. Yu Chang is an Indian player, and, with everything going on, I felt like I couldn't just pass it up when I'm recording less than 12 hours after that happened. All right, so let's go to the game now. Let's go to the fun stuff of this. Let's go to actually what happened on the field. All right, so Chang's throw, it was off. Big deal. It sucks. So I looked at it, and I watched the recap this morning a couple times to see the throws because I didn't feel like, going through hours of game footage. I'd rather just watch the 3-minute recap, and we'll see it there. So he made the same throw on the same play in the 6th. All right, so he made, and if you're on YouTube, again, I'll do a little thing. So I'm going to field it, right, and then I'm going to pivot and just throw to second. That's what he did. He just fielded it, pivot your hips and your torso, and you toss it on over to second. That's what he did in the 6th inning, and it worked. It was the first throw of a double play, and it was beautiful. And I think that was the inning Quantrell got out of it. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter right now because I have it up on a different screen. But so he made the throw in the 6th, then he turned the double play. The difference was in the 9th inning, the infield's in. So he's closer to the infield grass than he was in the 6th inning. In the 6th inning, he was playing more further back behind first base. In the 9th inning, he's in front of first base. So what happens there is in the 6th inning, you're on a different throwing plane, right? So you're further back. So if a runner, and this is where YouTube's really going to help. If you're on audio, just stick with me. If you're a runner, you're going straight no matter what, right? Even though I think that the runner went outside on that 9th inning run a little bit, just a bit, didn't go outside the line, but I thought it was smart base running to know where Yu Chang was on the field and try to get in his throwing path, which obviously he did. But back to how it works, all right? Okay, so they pivot and they throw to second. In the 6th, since he wasn't in, he's further back. He doesn't have to throw around the runner. He has a clear path, a clear vision to second base. In the 9th inning, he's in, so he's almost standing right in the same line as that runner is going to second base. So now, instead, because it was a pivot move, remember, instead of just pivoting, he would have to, or he should have, taken a step out and then thrown it. Or instead of throwing directly to the bag, he should have thrown it a little outside of the bag and made whoever's covering stretch out and get it. And you might not be able to get 2 there, but you're definitely going to get the 1, and you're not going to nail the guy in the head. So, which I think it's funny. I do. I think it's funny. It's a bad play. It was a bad throw. It hit the guy in the head, which is funny. It's always funny to me. I'm sorry. I'm sure it didn't feel great, but you know what? It feels a lot better when you see the winning run cross home plate, and you were kind of the reason it happened, right? So I don't know if you feel that bad about it after the fact. Getting hit in the head right when it happens probably doesn't feel too good, but after you see the winning run score, I think you can get over it. But I do think it's funny, and you know what? And if you've been able to sit on it, which I hope you haven't been tearing yourself up about this just one play. I think it's also kind of fun. In a stupid way, I think it's kind of fun to have a walk-off come off of something that weird. Right? Because normally a walk-off is just a base hit to right, even though Indians fans will never forget the balk-off. They won again. They won a game off of a balk against, I think it was the Tigers. Maybe I'm wrong. Back in the early 2010s, but they won a game off of a balk. So that was a fun way to win it. I think a fun way for someone to win a game, no matter if it's against your team, for your team, or it's just a random team. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's a nice little change of pace to have just something so little league and stupid happen in a Major League Baseball game, and for a team to win off of something so little league and stupid. That's not going to happen all the time. I bet you he doesn't throw into a guy's head ever again this year. Maybe never in his life. And yeah, I think all games are equal, right? A loss in April is just as bad as a loss in September, but if this is going to happen, I'm pretty happy it happened in April because it gives me something to laugh at. And you know what? You can regroup from this. You still got 3 games in the series. That was just game 1. The rest of the team looked pretty good, so you're promising for the rest of the series there. I think it's funny. It wasn't a home run. It wasn't a double. It wasn't a slap shot to right. No, it was a pro throwing it off a guy's head. I think that's funny. As an Indians fan, you might not think it's funny, but as a baseball fan, I think it's fun, and I think it's funny. All right, so we'll stick with that game just for a little bit more because I got a lot I want to get to. All right, but last night, just real quick, yeah, they had the bases loaded in the 6th, and last night, Monday, they had the bases loaded in the 6th. They only got 1 run off of that. That sucks. That always sucks, and it sucked even more because it was 3-4-5 with the bases loaded and no outs. You had Jose up. He didn't do anything. Fran Mill gets a sac fly. Good on you. Still out number 2. But you know what? He still scored a run. And then Eddie Rosario comes up and doesn't get it done. Damn. And that's all you can really say. Damn. It sucked. But you know what? Life goes on. That's all I can say. Is it disappointing? Yes. It's 3-4-5. You got bases loaded. You want one of those guys to go yard or find a gap. But you know what? They changed pitchers, and it is what it is. I bet you Jose, Franmil, and Eddie were like, don't take that guy out. He's struggling. He just walked 2. He gave up a single. He's struggling. And then they get a new guy in there, which is always what happens. And you haven't seen this guy before, or at least you haven't seen him today, and you got to get your timing down. And by the time your timing's down, your at-bat's over. So that happened. What I did like yesterday, Cal Quantrill, the bases loaded. He got out of it. It was a beautiful at-bat against Mercedes for the first out. Caught a break on that strike 3, though. It was a slider upstairs. Got the call looking. I don't know if it was a strike, but I'll definitely take it. I'll take a little upstairs slide piece for strike 3. I like that. He went up the whole at-bat against Mercedes. He was either going to get a pop-up or he was going to strike him out. He went upstairs the whole time. He started the at-bat, strike 1, right at the top of the zone. It was beautiful. Got Mercedes to foul off a couple out of the zone. Chucked one into the ground, and then came back with that slider up. Beautiful. And then, next guy throws him. It's a 1-pitch at bat, change up, double play ball. Beautiful. Gets out of the inning. I love it. Cal Quantrill, I am very impressed with him right now. I am impressed by Cal Quantrill. And this pitching in general is just ridiculous. I could do 8 shows. Just 1 per important person in the Indians rotation / bullpen. I could do 1 episode per and still run out of time to talk about him because I think this pitching is unfreaking believable, isn't it? They gave up 3 runs to the White Sox, or 4 runs to the White Sox yesterday. 3 of them came off 1 dinger by freaking Adam Eaton. Adam Eaton goes deep in the 3rd and gets a 3-run bomb, and that's basically why they won. You shut down last year's MVP, Jose Abreu. He goes 0 for 3. 1 for 4 against Robert. Eaton, that was his only hit. The dinger, Mercedes, he only had 1 hit. We talked about that nasty at bat. And then 6 through 9 didn't have a hit. They got walked a couple times, but they didn't have a hit. That's crazy. So this pitching is unbelievable. I love it. It looked good last night. I thought Class A looked good, even though, he got the double play ball he wanted. It just didn't work out. Now, when I came to yes, we're off of yesterday. All right, so I came to this conclusion, and maybe if I watched more Twins games in the past, I would have came to it sooner. But watching Eddie Rosario, man, every time, and I know he's kind of struggling at the plate. When he hits it, it goes far. He has a OPS around like 800, even though he's only hitting like 212 or something like that. But Eddie Rosario, man, I don't know if you've noticed. I have. Dude is a smart baseball player. I mean, he's not the best defensively, but he does make the right play all the time. I know on opening day, he missed his cutoff man a little bit. He missed Jose, and Jose had to go into foul territory to catch the ball and then get it home, and they basically won on opening day. Detroit did, because we didn't get that guy at the plate. He didn't even miss his cutoff guy. It was just a little offline. It's not like he airmailed it and he wanted to be hero and throw it to home and nail the guy at the plate. No, he just missed it a little bit. I think he's been solid, but even more so, I was really impressed, and it's when I started thinking about it. On Sunday, base running in the 8th. It was crucial to the game. It was in a big spot in the game. It was extra insurance runs, and it was just beautiful to watch. Base running, when it's done right, is just gorgeous, and you can't tell me any different. So he advances to second on a base hit. A lot of guys, it would have been a single. And he advances to second off of it because he wants to get in scoring position. As soon as he hit that ball, his head was down, and it was to left. It wasn't like the throw was going to come behind him from right. It was to left. That ball was coming straight at him. Clear plane from the outfielder's perspective, and right out of the box, he just books it around first, gets to second, beautiful, sets the inning up in the right way, and then next pitch, he gets a walking lead to third. Are you kidding me? I forget who the pitcher was, but he looked at him once and didn't look at him again, and I think Eddie knew that, which comes in, the smart baseball player comes into play. I think he knew it was a one-look read to second and then deliver the pitch to home. And as soon as that guy looked away from second, he took a walking lead to third. And as soon as the ball left the pitcher's hand, he was there, and there was no chance in hell that whoever the Tigers catcher is, what is it, James McCann? Whoever it was, there was no way he was going to throw him out at third. And what's beautiful about that is then Franmil Reyes hits a single, and Rosario scores on that. Now, okay, Franmil did the damage. No. If Eddie Rosario is just a normal base runner in that situation, he gets a single. He probably doesn't steal second. Maybe he does. But the single to right wasn't that great. Jose Ramirez scores off of a couple throwing errors from Nomar Mazara, but he doesn't score if he doesn't advance to second on what normally is a single and then steal third. It made an easy RBI opportunity for Franmil, and I just watched that and I go, man, that guy's a smart baseball player. He knows what the hell he's doing on the mound. Apparently he did his research on whoever was pitching because he knew it was one read and I'm off to third. He apparently knew that. He knew I got to get to second because I got big man Franmil behind me, and he's going to knock me in if I get into scoring position, and he did. It was beautiful. I've loved to see it. I know Rosario, okay, he's hitting 226 right now, but that OPS is 750. You get that average up a little bit, you can do some damage. And you know what? I think Rosario, I think he has a hit in every game but 3. So they've played 9 games, and he has 6 hits. Or he has a hit in 6 of those games. He has more than 6 hits, but he has a hit in 6 of those games. I like what I've seen from Eddie Rosario so far. Eddie Rosario. That's what I'm going to call him right now. It's no longer Eddie. It's Eddie Rosario. Sounded like Mario. I won't do that again. And now I brought up Franmil. He hit in Rosario on that RBI single there. And I got a question for you, okay? Because I'm going over it, and I'm looking at the numbers, and I got my calculator out, and I'm going through it. Is Franmil Reyes for real? Is this dude gonna be the masher that we all thought he was gonna be when he came over 2 years ago in the Bauer deal? Is he gonna be the masher that takes this offense to where they need to be? Not to where we think they're gonna be. They're about, I think, I don't want to spoil a later topic, but I think they're where we are, or where we think they are right now. Is Franmil gonna take them even higher? Even higher, because this dude's getting off to a torrid start. And I know it's just 9 games, but my goodness, he's hitting .313 right now. He's got a .361 on base percentage. And his OPS, okay, so all-star, borderline Hall of Fame number is around a 900 OPS for a career. This dude's OPS, on base plus slugging percentage, right, is 11-11. 1.111 on base plus slugging. That is gross. He has 4 home runs already in 9 games. He has 8 RBI in 9 games. Now you want to hear the stupid on pace game for Franmil? Because it's not going to happen, but I love it right now. If he plays 162 games, which he won't, because he's just not gonna, because they're going to play NL games. And yes, Tito Francona said he will play outfield in some NL games this year, but he's not going to play in all of them because you still got to get Josh Naylor out there. So he won't play 162 games. But if he did, he is on pace for 72 home runs and 144 RBI. That's what he's on pace for. Those are stupid numbers. Those are stupid numbers. 4 dingers, 8 RBI in 9 games. The dude is straight mashing. Exclude yesterday and exclude opening day, yesterday being Monday. Exclude those 2 days. He has a hit in every game. And even yesterday on Monday against the White Sox, he had a key sac fly to tie it up 3-3 late in the game. So even though he doesn't have a hit, he has a beautiful sac fly to tie up the game. So even when he's not hitting, he's producing. So last year, and now this is where the is Franmil for real part comes in. So last year he hits .275. Right now he's hitting .313. Last year his OPS was .795. This year it's an absurd 11-11. That has to go down. Last year he hit 9 home runs in 59 games. That is on pace in a normal 162-game season for 25 home runs. And last year he had 34 RBI, normal 162. He has 93 RBI. Last year's his age 25 season. This year is his age 26. Normally age 24 to 28. That's where you're really priming out there and really doing some work. Age 25 season kind of gets taken away from him. Age 26, he comes back rested. Is this going to be the year of Franmil Reyes? The more I look at it, oh my God. I mean, I'll take a .275 average. I'd like the OPS up a little bit from 8 last year. But I mean, last year he's on pace for 25 homers. This year he's on pace for 72 homers. If we meet in the middle at like 45, 48 home runs, are you kidding me? Yes, of course I would take that. You all would take that. He would take that. He would take a lot of that. He would take 40. I'll take 40. We should all take 40. Dude's absurd right now. I want to see if he can keep it up. I think he can. I mean, not to this absurdity, but I think he can. I think damn. I had him at 35 home runs. He might hit 45. He might hit 45 home runs. So that's my question. Let me know. Comment whatever the hell you got to do. Let me know. Is Franmil Reyes for real? Is this the year of Franmil Reyes? Because it's looking like it right now. It is really looking like it. The guy it's not looking good for, Cesar Hernandez. And I brought him up last week. And I don't want to be that guy. I'm not just going to, go at some dude forever, every single week. But am I going to have to start being, like, really annoyed at Cesar Hernandez now? Like, do I have to actually be annoyed at him? Because I am. I'm annoyed at Cesar Hernandez. I loved the signing 2 years ago. I loved that we brought him back this offseason, or the Indians brought him back. I had no part in it. I love that the Indians brought him back last year. But this year he says, I don't want to lead off. Talked about that last week. I think it's annoying. Hey, who the hell are you? You're going to lead off or you're going to sit your ass down. But I'm not Terry Francona. And he's like, okay, Cesar, you can bat second. And because he said he feels more comfortable batting second, which worries the hell out of me right now because he's batting 176. He has a 176 average, and he feels comfortable telling the manager where to bat him in the lineup. Look, dude, you might not be batting at all soon. Yu Chang might move over to second, and they might just have to stick Jake Bauer at first forever if Cesar Hernandez keeps batting 176, because you can't have that. You can't have that. And you know what? I don't want you to lead off anymore either if you're going to bat 176. You got 6 hits and 34 at-bats. Now, I did find this interesting, and maybe it would help him to bat lower in the lineup. Because lower in the lineup, they're not attacked as aggressively, right, from the pitcher. They're not giving their whole arsenal to the 8-hitter, the 9-hitter, right? They're just trying to get that guy out with their 1 and 2 pitch, and they're saving their curveball, slider, whatever their 3-4 pitches are for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in the lineup. You're not saving that for 8, 9. So I found this interesting that he's batting 500 when he gets ahead in the count, which that happens to the guys at the bottom of the order rather than the top of the order more often than not for the same reason I just said. So he's batting 500 when he gets ahead in the count. He's at 8 at-bats when he's gotten ahead of the count. He has 4 hits and 5 walks. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. That's 13 plate appearances, and you get on base 9 times. I'll take that. That's what I want my leadoff guy to do. But if they got to bat Cesar further in the lineup, so be it. He's, on the other end, batting .091 when getting behind in the count. So if you gave him 1,000 at-bats and you gave him an 0-1 count, the numbers this year tell me he would get 91 hits out of 1,000 tries if the pitcher gets a strike on him early. So what do you do with that? I don't know. Be pickier so you can get ahead in the count so then you can look for something. Oh, yeah, that's what that tells me. There you go. I didn't write it down. It just came to me. That's what that tells me. That when a pitcher gets ahead, right, because the pitcher can throw more pitches. He can throw some junk because he has some balls to waste because he already got maybe a strike or 2 on you, right? So you can dance around and then go at you. When you're behind in the count, that allows you got to get in the strike zone or else you're going to walk the guy. That gives Cesar Hernandez a good chance to guess what pitch is coming. And from these numbers, that's what that tells me. If Cesar Hernandez can guess right with the pitch coming at him, then he's going to hit well. If he's not allowed to guess and he has to react, he's not going to hit too well. And that's a problem. That's why he's hitting $176, so it doesn't look like he's guessing too right now, does it? Well, I guess he only has 6 hits, so 4 of them came with him ahead in the count. Yeah, man, you got to step it up because I don't want to be annoyed at Cesar Hernandez. I like him. He had a gold glove last year. He hit near 300. I liked it. But you know what? You can't bitch and moan about where you're going to hit in the lineup and then go hit 176 because soon you're not going to be in the lineup at all. Now, speaking of this lineup, and this will be my last thing, the Indians' offense. Is it surprising to you where they're at right now? The Indians are 5-4 as a team. They're tied for first in the AL Central with the Minnesota Twins. Is this offense surprising to you, or is the offense right where you thought they would be? Because I'm not sure, so I'm looking at the numbers here. The Indians, how about this? I'll tell you stuff you probably expected. They're 20th in the league in batting average. They have a team batting average of .220. That ain't good. It's in the bottom 33% of the league. They are 18th in runs scored. They have scored 40 runs in 9 games. That ain't too good either. But, so you look at batting average. It's terrible. Runs, not good at all. You look at dingers. They're 3rd in the league in home runs. They are 3rd in the league in home runs with 15 of them. Cincy and Houston have 18. They're tied for first there. The hell's going on? First of all, I thought they were going to deaden the balls. The ball seems to be flying just well out of any ballpark in the country. And the team is also 8th in OPS in the league with an OPS of 734. So that puts you in the top 33% there of teams in the league. So when they do hit the ball, they mash. And a lot of them leave the yard. 15 of them have so far in just 9 games. Franmil is responsible for 4 of them, Eddie Rosario for a couple, and Jose for a couple as well. OPS, everybody's getting in on it. If they hit the ball, it seems like it's going a long way, or at least it's going for extra innings. So and they don't strike out. They're third in the league with the least amount of strikeouts. They've struck out 66 times in 9 games so far. That's pretty good compared to where the rest of the league is, where there's some teams with 120 strikeouts so far, which that's ridiculous and embarrassing, but it's a different thing. So is this where we thought they would be 9-10 games in? Because I'm not sure. I'm surprised by the power numbers. I guess I shouldn't. I said Rosario and Franmil were going to mash, and we all knew Jose was. I don't know. I think it might be right where I thought they'd be. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments or on Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, wherever the hell you find it. Listen to it. I want to know. That is my question for you. Are you surprised by this Indians offense? Because I am. A little bit. I don't know. See? I've gone back and forth 5 times. I don't know if I'm surprised. So I guess I'll just shut up about it. They hit the long ball, and they don't do much else. I guess that's modern-day Major League Baseball for you. I was going to get to fans not going to the games. I guess I'll hit on that next week. I'll give you what's coming up. What's coming up is Tuesday night. So tonight when I'm recording this, you might not listen to it until tomorrow, so you will have already seen this game. I have not. Shane Bieber versus Lucas Giolito, game 2 of the 4-game set against the White Sox. Woo, boy. I am excited for that one. Biebs against Gio. Gio's been hot so far. Bieber's Bieber. He doesn't allow you to hit anything. I can't wait for this pitching matchup tonight. And then the Indians got 3 games against Cincy coming this weekend. And Cincy leads the league in home runs. They're the hottest team in baseball. Might see Tyler Naquin put one in, maybe in the river. Is that a thing out there? I think so. If you hit it in the Ohio River, that's probably super impressive. He might hit the smokestacks then, because Tyler Naquin's hitting the hell out of the ball out there for Cincinnati. So, yeah, and I'll be there. I'm going to one of the games, so maybe I get to see Naquin serve one up. Or maybe I get a Mike Freeman sighting. Who knows? Maybe someone needs a day off, like Senzel out there. Or maybe Jonathan India. That's another kid I'm excited to watch play on Saturday. So, yeah, I'll be at the Indians Reds game on Saturday. And, big week of baseball coming up for the Tribe. Got 3 more against the White Sox after dropping last night on Monday, and then 3 against the Cincinnati Reds, who are the hottest team in baseball. So, yeah, once again, is the Indians' offense surprising you? Because I think it surprises me, but I'm not sure. And, I'm annoyed at Cesar Hernandez, and stop DMing people. Easy as that. And that might just go for a rule in general. Like, if you get someone's Instagram handle at the bar, don't DM them the next day. And then the day after, and then the day after when they don't respond. Let's all stay out of the DMs in 2021. I think that'd be, ask Kevin Durant. Ask Kevin Durant how that went. I'm sure he'll tell you, you might just want to stay out of the DMs. So that was episode 3. Yes. Thank you for tuning in. If you're hearing me say this, then you tuned in for the whole thing, and I appreciate that. So thank you. As always, like, subscribe, whatever you got to do on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and Google Play. Appreciate you tuning in. Big week for the Indians. Hopefully they get a dub tonight against Giolito and the White Sox. I'll be watching. I'll be tweeting a little bit. You can follow me on Twitter at Zach_Harley. You can follow me on Instagram at Zach Harley, all one word. I will see you next week. So until then, be a good person. Be a great person. Do something nice for someone. I'll see you next week.